How many Holy Communions do I need to receive to live forever in heaven? Jesus said, I am the living bread. Anyone who eats this bread will live forever. It might be a kind of a timely question, since many of Catholics have not been to Holy Communion for a long time, and they may worry now about their promised life forever. So let us check what the Church is saying about this. We can only scratch the surface, of course. The Church teaching has been the same over the years, but highlights, practices were different. The first Eucharist Jesus celebrated with his disciples was the Paschal meal, a dining with friends, and in the same manner it was celebrated by the first Christian community, more casual than formal. However, over the time, after the first important councils and synods confirmed the articles of our faith, and the Eucharist was considered as the greatest gift from God, the utmost reverence and respect were demanded, and confession on the same day or day before the receiving of the Holy Communion. The unified liturgy reflected the divine character of the Eucharist, the real presence of Jesus. The receiving of Holy Communion was occasional, rare for many Catholics, once a year, at Easter perhaps, or important life events, or on a deathbed, but never without confession. The significant change to the Holy Communion practice came with Pope Pius X, who at the beginning of the 20th century found the Church, the boat of St. Peter, navigating through rough seas of modernism and many changes in the world. God, religion were pushed aside. This pious Pope wanted the people to feel the presence of God, and so he introduced the frequent Holy Communion, followed later by the liturgy in vernacular languages. While the idea was perfect, but over the time, these more sacred rites lost their sacredness, just becoming another routine. The Holy Communion has been often received since then without proper disposition, confession, fasting, prayer. The recent service in the Church pews confirm this trend. While most of the Catholics who attend Sunday Mass go to the Holy Communion, but the majority admitted they don't believe in the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. So, how many Holy Communions do I need to receive to get to heaven? It is not really about how many. It is about the disposition of your soul and the quality of each time. You may receive the bread of life once in your life, perhaps, and this act will open for you the gates of heaven. Sometimes only a desire, an act of perfect contrition may suffice. Like for that criminal crucified with Jesus, who professed his faith at the last moment of his life. What Jesus said to him? Today you will be with me in